Yeah, pleased. Every pre-season is different, isn't it? And from what we set out to achieve so far, we're delighted and excited as everybody is at this time of the season now, and looking forward to what the next 9 months will bring. And said to the lads last week, hopefully a few happy Saturdays and more wins and defeats and all the usual cliches and objectives that every other club will have.
Yeah. As well as a strong, very strong first half performance against come up the Rangers the other week.
Monday, yeah. So we said again we wanted that game as a extra training session, and to be fair to the lads, they came out of the traps, and as nights go, obviously JK had a slight injury and lost a couple of teeth, bless him, and he's fitting around to go for Saturday, but that was the only negative of the evening. We won 5-0. We made some changes at half time, and yeah, it was a decent night.
What about all the new additions to the squad? Because I know there's a few
Yeah,
new ones, isn't there?
yeah, there's a few. We went out and managed to get River and Jamie early on in let's say end of May. I think that was announced. I'll be on top of that, and then there's a few other additions that have come along during pre-season, and they'll be part of the squad going forward in terms of Jack Cannon, Mikey Guinea. I've probably missed a couple, but yeah, we kept the nucleus of the squad last year. That is a lot of quality in Jamie, River, and Harvey, and we found a few bonuses as well. So we get it's pleasing, yeah.
Very busy off season with all the transfers.
Yeah.
Trading.
Again, not any different to anybody else. I think you can't really have a break. I think the season ends, and that's when you need to get on with your job at hand, really, and securing the lads that you want to secure is the first conversation to be had, and then you go and chip away at lads who you want to bring to the club. And fortunately for us, so far so good in that regard, and obviously Saturday onwards will tell us if it's ended up a decent summer or one just to think where can we improve next year.
Yeah. The FA Cup game on Saturday against an Austell side that will want to come here and try and get a big win for them.
Yeah, as well. We're a scalp, and a lot of people at the club refer to us as a village team, and yeah, that we are by nature, but I think other clubs can aspire to be where we are, and St Austell were on the back of a very good year last year. I think they won their league, they come into the Western League, and they'll be looking to cause an upset on Saturday, and we have to guard against that and be prepared, and I mentioned that last time when we had a conversation, and we'll do our utmost to be ready for them and show them respect how they deserve.
Yeah, as they're few leagues below, but they'll want to come here and put in a good fight. They want to put
exactly
that as a fight for them.
In terms of levels, they're one level below, so it's not a million miles away, and they've got players that played at this level, so we know what we're up against. We're going to have to be at the top of our game, and if we are, we should be okay. If we drop off 20% and they're at the top of their game, then who knows? And we don't want to be having that conversation after the game, definitely.
Is there any certain aims you want to get to for next season as well, as we're about to start?
Yeah, I think obvious question to be asking any manager, and without sitting on the fence, I think improving on last year is the obvious aim. So the first thing to tick in the box is Freddie Flood, survival, and then can you improve on last year? The previous 2 years we've been 14th and 15th respectively, I think, so a slight improvement, but we do have better ambitions in that, because every game you want to play, you want to win. I'm not saying we're going to, by any stretch of the imagination, but our aims and ambitions are to be fighting at the top end of the table as opposed to the bottom end, and you should get the answer from every manager in that respect. Results will dictate, and as the season goes on, the conversations that we have will tell us if we're on track for a good year or not.
So I would say aiming for top 10 would be the goal for this season, aiming top 10 versus a massive improvement.
It would, and if we were to achieve that at the end of the season, whilst there'll be times where you pinpoint a drop point here or there and what have you, that would be an improvement, isn't it? You can't get away from it. Selfishly now, you always aim for better, don't you? You always want to be that season that everybody remembers, and if you're starting off a season with anything else in your mind, then you've got to question why you're doing it. Obviously, we understand what we've got at our disposal, so we think we're capable of doing well. But yeah, top 10 is a massive improvement. Anything better than that is a bonus.
Is there any messages for the fans that we can get?
Yeah, I think again close knit club, aren't we? So most people that come are very familiar with the club, familiar with the players, and we do get more coming through the gate than we ever have done, and the support is welcome. I think the extra exposure that you guys are going to give us this year is going to help now and create again an opportunity for growth, because the club year on year continues to grow. The supporters stay with us, more come through the gate each time we do well, and that's on us. We do a good cup run, decent league position, makes sure that on a Saturday somebody come and watch one involved or not. Can't underestimate what you guys are doing there, and again, it's another big opportunity for us to get to a different status than what we've been before.